Columbus, Ohio. One of the best environments in all of sports. It's the Ball State Cardinals and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cardinals' offense will go on the attack first, and finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run play action. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So Ohio State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Say it. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. To the air, it's Sayin. Nice move to pick up yardage. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the first down. So nice job by the defense surrounding the ball carrier and getting him to the ground.
And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Got it, looking for the first down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Brings up second down.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Sayed. Open on the left side, it's Smith. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. The run inside. It's Horton. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. Got a little grass. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Got it behind the line. It's Hoover. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Hamilton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Pulls and fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to pick up the 1st down just inside the 50 at the 49.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Fires left side at Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Strong, firm tackle. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Slings it downfield. And Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing two really good defenses go at it today.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Play fake, say it. That's caught. It's Johnson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's Sayin to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State! First points of the day are on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. To the air on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got out of trouble and throws. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Throwing, say it. Makes the grab on the left.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Punts it out of the air. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Roberts. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And the Cardinals will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialed.
Snags it, and he's open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Say it. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks up the first down. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. There's a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Horton. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The Cardinals are flying down the field. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Now he's looking to throw it. Rushes on him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Hamilton. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back to pass. Using the quick game. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
The run inside. It's Horton. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll run the screen. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. He was all over him in the end zone, and the flags are flying. This will be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Number 38, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Right back to the well. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Sayin makes the grab. On the move at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Julian with the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Trying to run, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Wants to throw on third down. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to keep it in the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Caught over the middle. It's Ward. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, and he's got enough to move the chains, and they just had to have that fourth down.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line, and I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down. Physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Here's a heat. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quickly complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.